So now we were told to go to the Catus Temple, which is just about one of the clearest directions we're ever gonna get playing this game. Like up to this point, the game still kind of holds your hand in regards to where you're meant to go next. But it opens up a lot at some point, and you basically have to intuit where you're supposed to go by what feels appropriate for the level you're on. Huh. See, yes. As of right now, you're still told this is not where you're meant to go. Later on, well, the game has some ways of telling you where you are supposed to be and where you're very explicitly not. But it's gonna be a lot looser than it is now. So, what's going on here in Northern Catus? This town can seem pretty big and confusing. Sure can. Uh-huh. Yes, it is quite big. Who knows? Well, it probably has its reasons. Maybe it's that. Violet is very rude. We can't read what everyone is on the board. Can we talk to the people here at the market? Yes. And as a matter of fact, they do sell some pretty fancy stuff. Stoic armor. Now, we aren't quite wealthy enough to buy a whole lot here, but it's good to know. What do you sell? You sell consumable items, which is cool, but yes, for right now. Don't particularly need any of that. I mean, we're fine just going through everyone's wardrobes and stealing their healing potions. Poetry of Bronze, Volume 1. The first puzzle I came across was between the Water Temple and Blue Heart. That riddle was tricky, but the secret was the knowledge of her past, the Poet of Bronze herself. Water Temple and Blue Heart. Well, let's just keep doing what we've been doing and make notes. That was the Poet of Bronze. Puzzle 1. Between Water Temple, Blue Heart. Solution is knowledge of poets' pasts. Well, we made a note. The old-fashioned manual way. You know, that is something that I've always found kind of fascinating as, I suppose you could say, a gameplay mechanic. Like, I always had that idea in the back of my mind of a game where, well, you know, a proper open world game without a quest log. And you either have to remember what everyone's telling you about certain objectives and where to go, or you just have to manually keep notes. Now, mind you, in my mind, that game would actually have a notepad built in, rather than, well, making you open up one. But you know, it's the same basic idea. Is this a visitor? It's been so long since I've had company. I could go for some tea right now. This is getting too intimate. Also, I've decided I should probably play this game on a controller. Because my keyboard is quite loud. It's a mechanical one, you know. It feels very good to type on, but it's also kind of noisy. No, it doesn't seem bad living here. Yeah, I'm sure it is. So, the part that I'm wondering about is the bridge between the north and southern side of town. Has it been fixed yet? Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's a dangerous place to live, but you certainly make it sound like one. Yeah. Oh, that's what you're guarding. And here I thought you were guarding that outhouse. How many sheep do you need for it to count as a flock or a herd? Yeah, there you go. Yes. Interesting. Richard Heat, eh? Ah. I'll make a note of that. It sounds interesting. The barracks, from here we keep an eye on Catus. Good for you. Meet up for formation. Wide enough? I guess so. So I take it that this is the way to the bridge. I repeat myself, has the bridge been fit? No, it hasn't. Soon. You say soon. Well, anyway, not yet. Then again, we do have fast travel. So it's not like we really require the bridge. It would just be nice to have. And I'm stationed here, it's the edge of the world and all, and yeah, it's very dangerous, but the hazard pay is nice. I still don't see what is supposed to be so dangerous about this place. I say. Having been killed 3 steps downstairs from the beginning of the game. Almost double what I would normally make back on the mainland, work twice the hours, but still think it's worth it. Good for you. Yeah, I know. Your comrade told me as much. What's your thing? That's me. Yes, it's very convenient. Rent's downstairs. Work. I think someone else told us about that. Yes, we can do some mercenary work here. I agree. Indeed. I don't have wind magic. That's an admirable thing to do. So yeah, those barracks are much larger downstairs than they are upstairs. Not right now, no. Does it now? Dude, this entire world feels haunted. Yeah, I can tell you're not wearing armor. So, what was it down there? A pub, a brothel, an arena, and... No, I think that was it. Then again, what else do you need? Storage area, I get you. No, but we are meant to talk to the captain. This bookshelf is not interactable. Of course. That's fair. Now, is this the captain? Yes, and he does not seem like a pleasant person. Though, I mean, props to him for only asking that after telling us that we're hot. I guess that's nice. Why, he seems like a great person. Well, clearly judging by the great authority he commands. Understandable. Maybe. Possibly. I'm not the person to tell you. So in case you're wondering what tone is this game going for, feel free to keep wondering. There's probably not another one. I'm glad we could help you figure that out. I agree. I agree. The somber music playing over it really helps to accentuate it, doesn't it? Monsters around here? Okay. Orcs. Huh. Yeah, orcs tend to be pretty buff. Okay. Fine. Sounds easy enough. Kill orcs in cave east of Catus and report to commander. Sounds simple enough. Okay, old mine. That's fine, I like stuff. I like gold. That is actually not bad. Like, that would help us buy a good bit of equipment. Cactus Jack. The name sounds familiar, but I don't think it's the name of anyone in this game. So yeah, orcs. orcs to the east of the city. Now, whether we are meant to go there after we took care of business at the temple or before, I don't know. So those are the hollows, I presume. Uh-huh. Well, I'm sure we'll meet them eventually. Yes. So, something you might learn about this game sooner rather than later is it is very easy to get lost in it. Like, the level design is... there is really no other way to describe it than to say it's labyrinthine. Labyrinthine? It's very complicated. Now, so is the writing, of course. It's you wouldn't really see a professionally made game have this kind of level design. That is what I'm saying. Save point here. There are multiple save points here in the city, but I don't reckon that there are a lot of fast travel points. Okay, no, we are blocked off to from leaving the city before we went to the temple. I agree. Well, maybe not every job, but probably every job anyone's doing around here. Slightly. I'm not gonna judge you for your affection for farm animals, which I'm sure is perfectly wholesome. So the temple we are going to is this one, I believe. Yeah, Katus Temple. Exactly that one. Oh, what's been happening down there? Maybe we've told him too much. Oh, you tell him. A priest shouldn't talk like that. Leave. It's leave. The dialogue could have used some more proofreading. Now, don't get me wrong, I know there is a lot of it in this game. And like completely proofreading a text-heavy game like that is a pretty arduous task. But there's still some very noticeable, spelling errors and wrong words in there somewhere. Like, it's definitely not the worst I've ever seen in an indie game, but it's still enough of it to notice. Yes. Nothing good, I take it. What's it called? The scapular key. Yeah, I assumed as much. That's ominous. So do I. So, can we read his nut Bible? I don't think we can. Nor any of those tablets on the wall. Shame. Well, downstairs it is then. Yeah. Might come in handy if we played a mage or something. But we don't. Yeah. Don't want to take some? No? What's on it? Oh, wine bottles. Kind of creepy. Nothing in the bathroom either. I bet. Well, it belongs to someone else. I mean, those are pretty nice living quarters, aren't they? Oh, the catacombs. Which are very festive music. So, what are we gonna encounter in those catacombs? No getting through here. A lever here, which moves around chests there. Not chests, grates. But what I'm more worried about is, what is the enemy situation down here? Now, there are not too many places we can go and grind at this point. So, I sure hope there is nothing down here that we can't handle. But I'm worried. Ah, those guys are regular enemies now. I see. Well, let's start off by disarming him. Then let's see if we can knock him down. Then let's lower his defense. And then hit him with a fire strike. Nice! Then try a normal swing. No, flinched from that one. Dang. Well, why he's still not down, why don't we try to lunge? No, that does not do anything. But we can take another fire strike. Maybe see if we can further lower his defense. Well, that's what I'm wondering. Does this stack? Yeah, I think it's fire that we are best using here. And we have health regen, so we don't have to worry too much about the health we just lost. I don't... Well, do we have mana regen? I'm actually not quite sure. And I'm mildly worried about it. Dark Ring. But let's just try our best. What is the Dark Ring all about? Family Ring. Immunity to silence and confusion. Dark Ring. Grants dark magic plus 25% and darkness resistance. Doesn't sound too bad, but we don't have the greatest need for that, I think. Steel Spear. Let's try this one. Oh boy. Skeletons. Oh, those skeletons are weaker than the regular ones we've seen. Like weaker than the mini-boss one. Now that's Slime. Well, we can't knock him down because he's already on the ground. How much damage is he gonna take if you just take a swing? Not a whole lot. Presumably it's too soft. Let's try magic. Works like a charm. And we're leveling up. Well, that's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. Violet dries off. Oh, it's nice that we get a little note for that. I guess our wet status carries over even once combat's over. Minor healing potion, I'll take it. This seems to be the way ahead. And this seems to be another chest. Well, I'm not gonna let money lie on the table. A scythe. Unfortunately, we already had one. So let's lose... Oh, it's another red skeleton. Well, let's stop at disarming him again then. Then knock him down. Then lower his defense. And then fire strike him. Which he managed to block. But that is fine. For now, let's just take a few regular swings at him, which I'm aware does not do very much. How about we radiate him? And give him cancer, as you do. Can we further learn? No, I don't think that lowering defense stacks. But we can probably knock him... No, I think he's still in... No, I think we should be able to knock him down, yes. And then go for another fire strike. Wonderful. Now he keeps defending, which is fine, because it's not like he's doing a whole lot of damage to us. He's still on the ground, which is great. I think he's armed again, so let's go for another disarm, let's go for another fire strike, and there he goes. He did fuck with the wrong bitch. What's in there? Ghost leather. Ghost leather. Now, what would be the properties of that? Superior leather. It slightly increases dexterity. I think this is somewhat superior to what we have. Now this also increases our attack, unlike this one, but I mean, in terms of attack, I feel like we're doing fine. Unlocked. Well, seems like we're not alone down here. Indeed it is. Indeed she is. That is not an answer. Oh yes, please. So, by default he's Alex. I don't see any reason to change that. Why? It's not that unusual a name. Using a sword. Occasionally magic, but mainly using a sword. No, she looks exactly like a witch. What are you on about? She has the hair and everything. Yes. Sure. Amelia. Let's go with it. Alex and Amelia. That's decently memorable. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh. There seems to be a bit of backstory there. To your what? Okay. Yeah, that last one wasn't very good. Love potion, eh? I'm not sure I want to find the type of person who would use love potions on someone. Oh, so it is gonna wear off. It seems so. That's probably something to be established, yeah. Left where? Well, you know, maybe just keeping them apart and waiting for it to wear off is the best thing to do here. Bowl? Well, one more reason to look for him, I guess. Or exercise a lot of patience. A lot of patience. We are getting backstory finally. Oh, very good. Oh, very good. Let's hope it's as easy as that. That's fine, we can handle them. We've been handling them fine so far. Something like that. The good smelling laundry. Because it's freshly washed. So, we get to name those two. As you probably already surmised, those means they are gonna be party members. Or all already, I guess. So, what do they have around here? Ah. And what do they have here? A while, I take it. That does sound like a while. So, is that a television? I guess you could call it that. The best kind. Yeah, and we can't read any of them. Anything in those drawers? No, just clothes. So, after invading his privacy, we didn't find much in his room. So, what about the one to the right? Nice. Fine by me. That bed, it's not actually made. That sounds messy. I'm sure it does. Yes. Well, we looked. Yes, we did. Oh well. Yeah, let's not inquire. You should have known better than that. Yeah, no. We were kind of asking for that. I'm sure it has. It takes decades for this to wear off, doesn't it? The end, finally. That, basically. The developer, when he made her the protagonist. That is a mean thing to do. Ah. Evil ghost, got you. I'm sure we manage. Yes, but can they walk out? Uh-huh. No, not so much lying as omitting facts, which I guess is technically not the same thing. No, we saw the door. Let's give it a try. I mean, I guess we have a party of 3 now, which should give us some confidence. But I'm not sure I have it. I have very little confidence in my skills in playing this sort of game.